Now, before this video even begins, I want to make sure that it's very clear that there's no hate and no trolling and no disrespect intended towards whoever I talk about in this video, especially TheKoreanSavage. I don't have any issues with the guy, but the video and the title and what I'm going to talk about is true, but it's not like I'm out here judging people. You know what? Just watch the video. It'll make sense, but there's no hate intended is what I'm trying to say towards TheKoreanSavage or anyone I actually talk about in this video. It's just roll it.
What is up, Drum Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into this.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another amazing, if I don't say so myself, video by yours truly, 8 Thoughts. Hey, let's smash that like button for going balls deep, shall we? Now, whether it be Drift0r or XclusiveAce or TheKoreanSavage or Elite Shot or whoever, it doesn't really matter. But these guys, without a doubt, actually make Call of Duty worse. And listen, I'm not expecting them to change. I'm not expecting them to do anything different. I'm not judging them for, uploading the videos that they upload. But we have to deal with the facts that Call of Duty YouTubers in general actually make the game worse. And when I mean worse, this is what I'm talking about. You have somebody like XclusiveAce uploads a video like this. Fastest way to destroy streaks in Black Ops 4 FMJ2 versus launcher. Now, we already know that it's super easy to shoot down the streaks in Call of Duty. And this guy, who the video itself has 65,000 views, not a huge amount of views, but that's still quite a big chunk of the Call of Duty community. And this itself makes the game worse. And all these people in general, and the theme of this whole video is not judging, like I said, not expecting to change. I'm not telling them they shouldn't make these videos because that's how it works. This is YouTube and nothing is going to stop that. This is their job. They're not doing anything wrong per se, but these kind of videos, how to shoot down streaks easier in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, without a doubt make the game cheesier, make the game worse. It shows people a way that maybe they had to figure on their own, or maybe back in the day, for example, in Call of Duty Modern Warfare and Modern Warfare 2, before YouTubers on Call of Duty became big, or YouTubers in general became big for any game, telling people how to play the game better. And here's the funny thing, now that this video is out there, people who didn't know about it now know an easier way to shoot down streaks, thus changing the game. For example, after you watch, let's say, a video by TheKoreanSavage, how to spawn trap in Nuketown Hardcore, how to spawn trap in Firing Range.
Toxic.
Yeah, that shit's...
Chaos to hours, bro.
Yeah, Oh, I can't put that on YouTube now. Only... Oh shit.
This is what the dark matter grind does to you, though. Holy, I don't know if you're that toxic, but wow. Yeah.
Oh!
Let's do this.
Literally 4 or 5 hours later, go and play and you will see people spawn trapping and using the exploits that he did. Like his videos, for example, they get millions of views, hundreds of thousands of views, but millions and millions of views across the board, which is a huge proportion, if not the entire portion of the Call of Duty community who are playing Call of Duty online. And their videos have definitely a negative impact on how the game is played. When Drift0r makes a video about running, I don't know, some kind of a, Titan FMJ2 and Target Finder, or some kind of gun that is super easy mode to use, or an exploit, or some kind of attachment on a gun that makes a game, or makes a gun rather, overpowered, what are people going to do now? They're going to go and they're going to run that gun in the game. And you'll see people running the game a lot. They have a huge impact on how the game is played. And like I said, back in the day before, like with Modern Warfare, if you got 3,000 or 4,000 views on a video, that was like a really big deal. Now, without exaggerating, there are thousands and thousands of hint and tip videos going across YouTube with millions and millions of views, telling people how to play the game, the easier way to get kills, what gun to use, this exploit, how to spawn trap. And when you do that, you actually change the meta of the game, because people before Modern Warfare 4, or rather Call of Duty 4, Modern Warfare, or Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, before, things got really big, World at War with Treyarch's first Call of Duty game. Before, like I said, there's thousands of views maybe across the internet, and it wasn't that big of an impact. Very few people knew about, these hints and tips, and you were left to figure it out for yourself, or you heard from a friend, or, you didn't even know about patch updates. We didn't even know about, like, different patches were being implemented in the game, because the communication between developers and the people, was nowhere near what it is now. But now everybody knows everything about the game, and these videos, and in fact, aren't providing any help or any hints and tips trying to make people better, because, like, if you know a secret and then you tell everybody, that is no longer a secret. Everybody knows about it. So now everybody is using the same guns. Like, oh my God, guys, you got to try this gun. It is so powerful. It'll give you an advantage against everybody else. Well, when that video gets, 3 or 4, 200,000, 300,000 million views, everybody in the Call of Duty community now are going to know about it. They're going to know about it, and now everyone's using it. So now it just floods the game with this stupid, overpowered gun, and it just becomes, part of the meta. And no one's going to change. I'm not sitting here telling people not to make these videos. I'm not like hating on them, saying you're an idiot, you shouldn't make these videos. But I just think, it's a true fact. Call of Duty YouTubers like KoreanSavage and Drift0r, etc., actually have a negative impact on the game, because without their videos, majority of people would not know about these, I guess, setups, or the best way to, our favorite Canadian besides me, XclusiveAce, fastest way to destroy streaks in Call of Duty, use FMJ2. I mean, there's probably a lot of people who didn't know about that. Unless you're a super tryhard Call of Duty, dude, you're not going to know half this stuff. And it just, to keep striking home this point, it makes the game actually, in a roundabout way, well, not even roundabout, like in the most obvious way, nail hitting a hammer, it makes the game less fun for the average person to play. I mean, XclusiveAce, how to counter the strike team in Black Ops 4. Like, as if the kill streaks aren't bad enough already. As if we don't need more people out here knowing how to counter what are already underpowered, for the most part, kill streaks that are super easy to counter already with a freaking rocket launcher. We have people out here providing hints and tips on how to make the game less fun. And it's just, it is the way it is. I understand that. It's not going to stop. It's not like, they're doing something wrong. They are providing a service that people want to watch. They're making money. It's their job, not judging them. But we have to all come to the, understanding that this whole YouTube economy with gaming, regardless if it's Call of Duty or Battlefield or whatever, Minecraft or Roblox or Fortnite or whatever it is, you've got to understand when you have hit and tip kind of YouTube Call of Duty channels and people who show how to, do well at the game, it makes the game definitely more sweaty. It makes the game definitely less fun for the average person, and it doesn't actually, in the day, provide any like hint tips, like, oh, hint and tip, how to, get higher kill death ratio, do this. The video gets like 500,000 views. Everybody knows how to do it. The advantage of having something over somebody else is now lost because everybody can do it. It's like being a pitcher, and then, like, your catcher's back, they're giving you signs, and you're like, okay, yeah, we're going to throw a fastball on the inside, and then before you throw the pitch, he's like, hey, by the way, hint and tip here, there, batter, it's going to be a fastball on the inside part of the plate. Oh, okay, cool. Bam! And then expecting people not to be hitting home runs all day. It's just like the catcher's, leaking all the sides to the other team. I don't know. I just, it's kind of sucky to see it that way, but it is that way. I prefer to, if YouTubers would maybe just, do it like Sandy Ravage did, or do what I do. Like, when you see my gameplay in the background, it's like, I'm just using like random, all kinds of different guns, shotgun gameplays, just different stuff, more found class setup. The game now is like, everyone wants to do so well, as if it's like some kind of like, actual sport or something. Like, you're actually gonna, I don't know, get invited to some kind of Hollywood party because you got a 3.0 kill death ratio, or you're gonna next somehow become the next Optic Scump on Twitch with 30,000 subscribers making $100,000+ a month. Like, somehow people think that it's really important to do well in a game, and like people want to watch these hidden tips. It's just become, it's not that it's become so competitive. It is. It really has. Let's just be honest. Like, the whole, I guess, mentality around Call of Duty, for that matter, it's become super competitive, and that has also been due to a fault of not only the Call of Duty YouTubers who are providing all these hidden tips for people to become more competitive, thus making everyone more competitive. It's also the developers like Treyarch who focus on esports, and just the whole rise of esports. And it's sports. It's not a sport. It's not a sport. I just want to break down here. I'm going to make another video on this topic, not to rant on this, because I'm trying to stay on point here about how these people in Call of Duty YouTubers are making the game less fun. Gaming's not a sport. Is poker a sport? Like, it's the same thing. It requires skill. You got to be thinking and whatnot. Because you're controlling a character doing athletic things in the digital world doesn't make you the athlete. This right here. Can someone please refill my Adderall prescription? That ain't a sport, just saying. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe people think this is some kind of sport and, you know, it just made it way too competitive and at the end of the day actually ruined the fun of the game. That's my 2 cents. But I'll probably make another video of making fun of esports later on because those kids get super salty when you try to tell them that they're dorks and gaming isn't a sport. Anyways, I'm going to end this video here, guys. I just wanted to put this out here. I just thought, you know, I'd probably get my 2 cents in there and talk about how YouTubers at the end of the day have actually really, you know, made Call of Duty worse and less fun and kind of ruined it for everybody else in their own way. I mean, you know, intentionally or not intentionally, whatever, you know, they'd have kind of, you know, made it crappy, let's be honest. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. My name's Thoughts. If you're new here, listen, subscribe, and honestly, smash that like button if you're into go balls deep. And last but not least, and most importantly, my friends, I need you all to stay black and don't let the honky cracker reptilian shapeshifter bullying movies harmless brain chemtrails. None of the voices I jobs equal Tower 7. Our beaming rovish mouths, 5 million fake hosts, and big hosts, large house game right now. Bring it down.